Welcome to a muzzled chat. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh my gosh. We made it. 2024. Who would have thunk? We all made it. I have a feeling it's going to be a grand year. Big things are in store. Really big things. I think Patriots really going to open the floodgates. Expose evil. Evil's going to fight really hard to lie, deceit, steal, and destroy. It's going to have a hard play or have a big play on censorship and tyrannical rule. It's no secret, folks. There's a two-tiered system going on on the world stage in this country, and you look at history. There's been rulers and the ruled, and it's a two-tiered system, and that's never gone away. And America and the birth of America has been the greatest threat to tyrannical rule worldwide since its conception. So no wonder they're wanting, they've effectively infiltrated our schools. I mean, just everything. And it's important that we do our due diligence and research, question things, look into sourcing of information. It's crazy. Otherwise, we're just going to be manipulated. And who wants that? So to support companies and platforms that share our same morals, values, is just crucial. So I want to challenge everyone for this year to take your muzzles off. Do not let them infringe upon our God-given rights and our First Amendment here in this beautiful country, the United States of America. Let's First Amendment all the way, free speech. Let's not be afraid to stand strong in our beliefs. Anyone that believes the Bible to be true should not be fearful of standing strong and speaking out. Like, I'm sitting here scratching my head in conversation just the other day, whereas you could take so many topics from the alphabet mafia, sex, gender confusion, what have you, and these folks with fictional, delusional thinking are standing stronger than those of Christian belief and biblical truths. That shouldn't be the case. There should. How should we even say it? With the Bible believing folk should have no fear in their stance in speaking out. So muzzles off. No conversation should be untouchable. Let's do all those deep dives here this year and help in the ways we can moving forward. I just feel like kicking off more sound here. Super excited. I think it's going to be a very blessed year. I do feel there's a lot of preparations, and I hope we can effectively help prepare you guys. I feel there's a level of food preparation because I love Dan Bongino and so many Patriots, state that it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And it's so true. I am an Eagle Scout after all, and preparedness is just a big thing, or was. Seems like that also got infiltrated too. It's a shame. But yeah, there's a level of food, communication, like this whole EMP thing. Like, that's pretty crazy. Now, the reality of it is we cannot prepare for it all, but we should just be excited with the time and space we are given and do what we can, right? And support each other, unite. I think that's one of the biggest things we could do. But there's so much to dive into, and really excited to do that. Now, the big things can be scary, but it shouldn't be. In a way, I do feel things are going to get a lot worse before it gets better. But that's what family, friends, and I feel like what we're trying to achieve here on this platform and community is for, because there's strength in numbers. We can get organized and plan and have a positive, as positive as an impact as we can. But that's just it. With every great challenge is an opportunity right there at our feet to grow, learn. And what is life without the challenges? It just makes, when it gets good and we overcome, just that much sweeter. So I'm really excited. I'm still foggy, kind of have an out of body experience. It's so hard to describe. And it's so crazy, kind of having a breath of fresh air to an extent with this battle against Lyme disease. I can't help but to just, my heart goes out to anyone struggling. It could be a mental illness, a physical illness, emotional, spiritual. It's important that we address it from all the angles, and I'm starting to really do that on my end. And I'm starting to see progress. So today, for I don't even know how long it's been, over 3 weeks, haven't really been functional, and I just don't even know how to explain it. It's just an out of body experience, cognitively not there, just can't really function. But today was the first day I felt back in my body to an extent. So I'm really excited. And we're gonna kick things back off here like never before on this podcast. I want to do a quick shout out to our partner, Black Eagle Apparel. Alex, you're a freaking stud, man. I did a custom request, which in fact you all have the opportunity to do with him. You just go to the blackeagleapparel.myshopify.com. Just go to the link comment section of this video and you can just click the link. It'll take you right there. But you scroll down to the bottom of the page and there's a contact us for custom printing. And they do custom shirts, hoodies, hats, team jerseys, polos, banners, advertising flags and materials, car magnets, and much more. We look forward to serving you. And you just fill out name, email, phone number, comment. So my request with him was, in fact, because the hats he have are basically Richardson hats, but they aren't. I should have had one ready. I have one right over there. But I was like, well, I'd actually like to get the actual Richardson hats, and let's get your logo. So this is what he came up with. It's pretty cool. the circle of stars with the eagle and the flag and Black Eagle apparel. So he sent me a couple Richardsons. Super excited. Thank you, Alex. Excited to be rocking those. But check out the website, guys. He's a believer and served this amazing country. And he's out there still fighting with all his, I mean, this shirt came from him. So check out what they got. They still have this spin the wheel option, and you can get upwards. Yeah, I just popped it up right there. You can still get upwards of 40% off on this, and also you could stack the 10% discount with plugging unmuzzled chat in the promo code section as well. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting for. These next level tees are the freaking best. I get compliments on them daily as I wear them. But it is interesting. I had a very interesting encounter today too, where I believe due to some of the apparel I wear, because it's very bold, which I think, guys, the time is now. Muzzles off. Wear what represents your morals, your standards. Like, we must stand strong. But anyway, it seemed as though someone I pretty much run into in the frequent, and we're pretty sure that in fact it had to do with my apparel. And that's what's interesting, because I'd like to think that the believers are open to everyone. And if you aren't, you should open your heart to everyone and have, the point, it's actually a conversation. It's really disrupting someone's peace. I mean, you shouldn't be trying to maliciously dig and attack. Like, you could still stand strong in your beliefs, but there's a loving way of encountering, but not necessarily being tolerant to evils, agendas, and what have you. But anyway, it was very interesting because it was very clear this individual wanted nothing to do with me, and due to what I wear. And it's crazy because I feel that's really only coming from one side. And it's what evil has been pushing. And it wants us so divided. And it just breaks my heart to personally even encounter someone like that. Because I believe that individual, on individual levels, I'm sure a decent, loving person. But they've been spoon-fed all these things, whether they probably don't even believe in God, probably like can't even fathom anyone support Trump or anything along those lines, that they themselves have been manipulated to even thinking that. And it's just so wild, because if people actually set down the talking points and all this intended divisive material and sought out, like, it's not even about changing their views or what have you, but like, they don't know what they don't know. And with knowing more, gosh, you'd be kind of insane to be like, all right, and draw lines and not be open to a new view and perspective with what you don't know and seeking to understand more. But it's wild because it's effective, and it's so sad to personally experience that effectiveness in your personal walk, the evil, because that's not loving. So that's my challenge for everyone, not just to take off your muzzle, but let's act out of love on behalf of all our neighbors. And if they're accepting to it that or not, that's entirely out of our control. At the end of the day, we should be able to pray for them, not let it weigh on our hearts, and know that we did what we could, even if we're persecuted to an extent or anything. Like, sign me up. This is a hill I'll die on. You look biblically, it's almost like if you're not being persecuted to an extent, then you're more than likely not. There's a level that's probably a sign of weakness, that you could be doing more, that you could be bolder, stronger, and it's a lack of all that has literally led to the level of deterioration we're experiencing. So, but there's a loving way to go about it without flexing like on your morals. Let's do not give up ground there. Because you can't stretch truth. You just can't. Biblical truth, basic human biological truth, you just can't. And it's more loving to stand strong based in the realm of reality than affirming and catering to evil's agendas. I love you guys. I'm really excited to have we're gonna have some really big guests on. We actually have some Jan 6ers lined up. It's unbelievable, the unlawful, without due process, like everything that so many of those experienced. It's crazy. It's important to dive into that because even the left think, oh, we're part of the tyrannical, so we're not gonna, our freedoms aren't gonna be at risk because we're on the right side of this. And no, are you kidding me? When it comes to tyrannical rule, no, it's just like that meme earlier on. They're not after Trump. They just got to go through him to get to us. They're after us. I mean, it's why they're playing so hard on our 2A, first A, all of the above. But anyway, I'm super excited for 2024 and to really kick off this podcast and have some amazing guests and amazing chats. And let's just move the needle as far as we can and do our part. Let's unite. Bless you all. Happy New Year. It's going to be awesome. Till next time. God bless.